Guys, welcome back to my chakra series. My name is Melissa and I'm the owner of stronghealer.com. Today we are talking about the solar plexus chakra. That chakra is located 2 inches above the belly button and below the heart, so just below the sternum. And this energy center is going to be focused on everything to do with your self-worth, self-esteem, your personal identity, how strong your ego is. It's all about character building and knowing that who you are is enough in this world. This is a center where you kind of start separating yourself from the world. So it's like me versus them versus other, but it's like that healthy balance, the healthy ego between the two of them. As an example, if you are too manipulative or exploitive or taking advantage of people, then you're not really in your power. You are abusing your power to gain that sense of worth and value from others for people to, but it's like attention seeking for that recognition that what you're doing and who you are is enough. If you have to manipulate to get that, then that is not a strong sacral chakra. That is someone who has a weakened state of their personal well-being. So the age of residence for the sacral solar plexus chakra is between the ages of 14 through 21. So if you can imagine this time in your life, or if you are there right now, I'm not sure who's watching my videos right now, but during that time in your life is really when you start developing your character and personality and really defining your boundaries and really defining what it is you like and you don't like. The solar plexus chakra kind of governs new beginnings. So each time you're faced with a new circumstance, it's an opportunity to build your character, build your personality, not be beat down by facing the challenges that we face in life that essentially do build character. And it helps you to build integrity, love, compassion for others and for yourself. And honestly, being able to be proud of yourself for facing the challenges that you've faced and overcoming them. This energy center really draws on finding circumstances to help build your sense of pride, your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-esteem. This is something that a lot of people have a tough time with at some point in their life, where you feel a little bit defeated, or maybe you don't feel like you're enough. And that is an opportunity for you to grow beyond that. Maybe the circumstance that you're in is no longer serving you. Maybe it's a relationship that's no longer serving you. Or maybe it's the relationship that you have with yourself. Like, what are you doing to create chaos in your life if you seem to find chaos everywhere you go? But if you are somebody that does seem to have a great circle of friends and relationships, and there's momentum and excitement in your work life, and it's something you enjoy, that is a good sign that your solar plexus chakra is in good health. So if you feel like you have a little bit of chaos in your life, then that's an indication to try and start weeding out the people, places, and things that are not serving you anymore. This is the area where you really have to focus on your well-being and knowing your worth and allowing yourself to live the life that you want to live, not living for others, people pleasing, which is part of the archetype, the negative archetype of the solar plexus chakra, is being the servant. When you're constantly just serving others for that validation and for that appreciation, and you're just losing energy by giving that energy to other people just to validate that what you're doing, like being proud of yourself and doing a good job at this project or whatever it is that you're working on. You don't need somebody to tell you that you're doing a good job. Knowing how much effort and integrity and passion that you put into something, it doesn't matter what other people say. So knowing that what you're doing is enough, you don't have to be a people pleaser. And then on the other hand, the positive archetype of the solar plexus chakra is the warrior. So the warrior knows their limits, but they also know what they're completely capable of. They know where to draw the line of what they can and can't do. And also their ego is not exactly inflated, but they know where to draw the line. So it's defining those boundaries. Coming from the sacral chakra up, you're going to continue to refine and define those boundaries of yourself. So later on in life, past between 14 and 21 years of age, you're going to keep finding yourself in solar plexus chakra situations, because those are going to be all new beginnings. Anytime you're trying something new, going somewhere new, experiencing something new, it's going to be a character development situation, and that's going to be a solar plexus chakra type of circumstance to help develop a strong and healthy ego, that sense of self-worth and personal power. And when you have personal power, it's because you've learned to have discipline and integrity to build trust within yourself and others. So when you come off, like you walk into a room and you have a very strong presence, people understand where they belong in your circle. So it's like, it's a fun feeling when you're really in your element and you find that people are drawn to you because of the joy that you bring them. This is kind of like Leo energy. I didn't discuss like the zodiacs and the other ones, but this is very much Leo energy, taking the stage. So when you want to do things that are activities to help activate the solar plexus chakra, you're going to do things like sports and competitive programs, qigong, hiking, cycling, and more of like the spiritual side of it, when you engage in leadership programs, speaking in front of a crowd, psychotherapy, amateur dramatics, and also appreciating solitude. Just being able to be okay, being by yourself, with yourself, being your own best friend. So doing all those things you want to do to help create that well-being in your body and in your psyche. The color of the solar plexus chakra is yellow, so all shades of yellow and gold. Some crystals that you can, I almost forgot. I normally say this in the beginning. The Sanskrit word for the solar plexus chakra is Manipura, and it means lustrous jewel. So this lustrous jewel sits just below your heart, and to me, it just screams like your opportunity to shine, to really show off who you are and how you're different from others. Not to be in a, not to be in a mode of like showing off, but it's like an altruistic type of pride, very humble. So again, it's that balance. We must always have balance all the way through the chakras, all the way through life, being modest in some areas where it's necessary, and when it's like time for you to just shoot for the stars and aim high. The crystals that you can use for the solar plexus chakra typically are topaz, amber, and citrine, but today I am wearing some coral fossil, golden muscovite, super shiny, some high-end muscovite, and gold rutile. These are all crystals that are going to help you shine your inner light, to not be afraid of who you are, to be confident, to maintain integrity and discipline in everything that you do, so that you can start to cultivate like a strong sense of value for yourself, and your boundaries will be so strong that negative situations can't just barge in. So it's really good to do a solar plexus focused meditation. I do have some on my channel. I have some short versions and longer versions. I'll try to remember to drop that in the description box. And next, I'm going to go over some affirmations of the solar plexus chakra. Again, as always, keep what you like, throw away what you don't. I am worth my weight in gold. I am worthy of love, kindness, and respect, regardless of what I have done. I am worthy because I exist. I am worthy of the life I say I want. I am worthy of the best. I am confident in my ability to make my life work. I am confident in the goodness of life itself to see me through. I accept the power of my being to produce health, love, and joy in my life. I know I am powerful and a wholesome force for good. I choose the power of life. I choose the best for myself. I choose goodness, light, and love. I choose health, healing, and happiness. The Sanskrit mantra for personal power and energy is Om Lakini Namaha, and it means I activate my power. The centering thought for that mantra or for a solar plexus chakra focused meditation is my life energy organizes life effortlessly. So being able to completely follow in your path, in your power, in your divine right to live the life that you say that you want. And I also just realized that I skipped over the organs associated with the solar plexus chakra, and that's going to be everything to do in the digestive system. The stomach, the liver, the pancreas, the intestines. The pancreas is in charge of your glucose and insulin regulation. So for someone who's suffering from diabetes, it is said that they lack like a sense of joy and they feel disempowered. And this is someone who's going to have like a weakened state solar plexus chakra. So if you or someone you know has diabetes and you want to send some energy healing to help them with their diabetes and to cultivate that self-worth and cultivate more joy in their life, you can send some yellow light to their solar plexus chakra. And you can use some of the affirmations that I just mentioned or some of the crystals. And also, these crystals are found in my shop at stronghealer.com. Check me out. If you like these videos, stay tuned. Next week is going to be the heart chakra, and we're going to go all the way through to the crown chakra. So we've got 4 more videos to go. And I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, drop a comment, let me know where you at on your chakra journey. Are you working on any of these? The root chakra, sacral chakra, what kind of theme do you have going on in your life right now? And that's it, I guess. Love you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.